I stood in the middle of my father's office boardroom while 20 executives stared at me like I had walked in carrying a bomb. In a way, I had. The sealed envelope in my hand felt heavier than any weapon. My father, Harold, froze mid-sentence when he saw me. His jaw tightened, his eyes darting to the envelope, then to the security team behind me. Let's wait here before we continue. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also drop your comment below. Let's continue. This meeting is private, he said, voice sharp. You can't be here. I smirked softly. I think you're going to want to hear this, Dad. Several executives shifted in their seats. They all knew who I was, the son no one talked about. I walked forward slow, steady, watching his face pale. This, I said, placing the envelope in front of him, is proof you lied, proof you denied your own grandchild. Gasps and chairs scraped. His hand trembled. And that's where everything exploded. My name is Tony Asterisk, and my father spent my entire life pretending I wasn't good enough. But when he denied the existence of my son, his own blood, he crossed a line even he couldn't erase. And today, I came to return the humiliation. Growing up, I was always the shadow. My little brother Knox got everything: praise, attention, investment. I got reminders that I wasn't leadership material. Dad always said real estate was a world for strong-willed men, and apparently I wasn't one. So he made Knox his golden heir and pushed me outside the family spotlight. I didn't hate Knox, I hated what our father turned him into. I was 22 when my girlfriend Mara told me she was pregnant. I was scared but ready. I told my father, expecting disappointment. Instead, he laughed. You, a father, Tony, you can barely take care of yourself. He told me to handle it privately. I refused. So he did what he always did. He made my problem disappear. 2 weeks later, an article appeared in a local magazine, quoting my father. Any rumors about my son fathering a child are entirely false. He's not responsible enough for parenthood. It wasn't even subtle. He humiliated me publicly. He erased my unborn child. He made sure everyone in town saw me as a joke. I confronted him. He didn't flinch. That child isn't mine, he said coolly. And neither are you. He cancelled my health insurance. Closed the savings account my mom set up for me before she passed. He even blocked me on his phone. I became invisible. Except to one person. Mara. She stayed. She believed in me when I barely believed in myself. When my boy Illy was born, everything changed. The first time he wrapped his tiny fingers around mine, something in me hardened. I wasn't just fighting for myself anymore. I was fighting for him. But the world treated us like a joke because of what my father said. We moved into a small, beat-up apartment. I worked 2 jobs, warehouse worker by day, janitor by night, exhausting but honest. I promised myself I'd never become like Harold. And I promised Eli a childhood full of love, even if it came from a tired man in a tiny home. While Eli slept, I studied real estate online, determined to build a life without my father's shadow. During a part-time construction job, I met Miles, a retired property lawyer. He loved talking. I loved listening. One day he said, "Your father's firm is sloppy. Someone will expose them eventually." My ears perked. Sloppy? Expose? The seed was planted. Months later, Miles called me urgently. "Tony, your father's company is buying properties illegally through shell bidders. If someone blew the whistle." His voice trailed. I froze. Was this real? Was this the first crack in the empire? Miles continued, "But it needs someone with personal stake, someone brave. Someone invisible. Someone like me." I didn't rush into revenge. I watched. I listened. I collected. Invoices, bidding documents, emails, anything I could get through contacts Miles connected me with. I became the quiet ghost, following every move my father's company made. No rage. No outbursts. Just strategy. Knox appeared at my apartment one day. "Dad wants me to talk to you," he said awkwardly. What, to bully me again? He sighed. He wants you to sign a statement saying the child isn't yours. I nearly slammed the door. Knox grabbed it. Tony, he'll pay you. I laughed right in his face. That was the moment I knew. My father was scared. A week later, I received an envelope. $50,000. To deny my own child. I tore it in half. It wasn't about money. It was about dignity. And suddenly, my revenge had purpose. After 2 years of quiet digging, my folder was thick. Forged bidding papers. Manipulated property values. Emails showing internal adjustments. Recordings from employees complaining anonymously. I had enough to crack his company wide open. But I needed the right moment. The perfect audience. A public humiliation to match what he did to me. Then came the twist. Miles called me. Tony, your father bribed city inspectors. It's worse than we thought. I realized something. This wasn't just revenge anymore. It was justice. Knox met me again. This time he wasn't smug. He looked scared. Tony, Dad's losing it. He thinks someone is spying on the business. He fired half the departments. He's paranoid. I hid my smile. Then Knox added something shocking. He made me lie about you, about Eli. I never wanted to. I studied him. For the first time, I saw my brother, not my father's creation. But forgiveness would come later. If ever. A nervous accountant emailed me anonymously. I know what your father did to you. I'm helping you because no child deserves to be denied. Attached was a document showing my father had created a fake press complaint the year Eli was born, claiming I fabricated the pregnancy for attention. This wasn't negligence. This was calculated cruelty. I shook with emotion. Not anger, purpose. I waited until I knew the board of directors, senior staff, and potential investors would all be in the same room. Then I asked Knox to get me into the building. He hesitated. Are you going to hurt him? No, I said with a calm smile. He's going to hurt himself. And that brings us back to where this story started. The envelope. The executives. My father turning pale. Inside the envelope were DNA proof of Eli. His press statements. His bribery trail. The forged bidding documents. And statements from former employees. His entire arrogance contained in legal paper. One executive stood up. Harold, is this true? Harold's mouth opened and closed like a dying fish. I leaned forward. Tell them how you denied my son to protect your image. Tell them how you destroyed your own family. He tried to grab the envelope, but I pulled it back. Don't worry, I said softly. They all get a copy. The room erupted. Executives whispering. Investors backing away. Phones buzzing as documents circulated. Harold shouted, "Get out, you're lying." Knox stepped in. No, he's not. My father's face collapsed. Miles entered the room. Everyone knew him. Respected him. He held up a legal binder. I'm representing the whistleblower who has documented 2 years of corruption. Gasps. The whistleblower, Miles continued, is his son. Silence hit like a hammer. My father sat down slowly, like the weight of his sins finally crushed him. Investigators stormed the company in the following weeks. His partners abandoned him. The board removed him. His public image disintegrated. Not because I attacked him, but because I exposed him. He did the rest himself. I wasn't interested in the company. I built my own small real estate practice with Miles's guidance. Ethical, transparent, honest. People trusted me because I knew what corruption looked like. and what integrity felt like. Eli grew up seeing his father fight with intelligence, not violence. My father tried reaching out. Once, twice, a dozen times. I blocked him. The last message he ever sent was pathetic. "I want to meet my grandson." I deleted it. Not out of spite, but out of freedom. My father taught me exactly who I never wanted to be. And losing me was the punishment he earned himself. In the end, I didn't just get revenge. I built a life worth living. And that was the thing he never expected.